The nation was inconveniently reminded of what is considered to be one of the darkest days in our country's history, when on September 1st, the Supreme Court refused to entertain a plea of the Nellie Massacre victims. The apex body directed the victims to approach the High Court for these reliefs, prolonging this wait that has already gone on for 42 years now. Hello everyone, I'm Debojit Das, and today we are taking a look back at the 1983 Nellie Massacre in Assam and try to trace the overextended journey of more than 2,000 Bengali Muslims who were either killed or saw their loved ones suffer brutality of the worst kind. Starting at the very beginning, the morning of 18th February 1983 saw a 7-hour murderous rampage across 14 villages in Assam. The violence erupted after the mounting hate-mongering against quote-unquote foreign nationals reached a fever pitch when the Election Commission's investigations revealed the inclusion of alleged illegal migrants in the electoral rolls. The Assam Students' Union, among other political actors, demanded the deletion of these names from the electoral rolls before any elections take place. For context, the Bangladesh Liberation War of 1971 triggered the influx of Bengali immigrants, which fueled this atmosphere of demographic insecurities of the native Assamese population. As has been the defining theme of our country's political discourse, these insecurities too were weaponized to push for an exclusively culturally homogeneous Assam. Over the years, dozens of stories of survivors and eyewitness testimonies have revealed the true nature of this pogrom. Children being hacked with sickles, people jumping into raging rivers to escape the bloodlust, and even people deliberately starving themselves. All of this fails to completely capture the violence faced by these victims, who were reportedly all Bengali Muslims. All of this was exponentially worsened by the bureaucratic failure and the limp response from local law enforcement agencies. So what were the repercussions to this? Reports have recorded that 688 FIRs were filed in the local Jagi Road police station when the killings subsided, out of which less than 50% of the cases enjoyed the privilege of even getting charge sheets filed after investigation. And the rest of the cases? Still pending. And the cases that did reach their conclusions witnessed pitiful compensation amounts ranging from 5,000 rupees to 10,000 rupees. Coming back to what happened in the Supreme Court this September, Rumi Begum and others finally got the chance to present their plea to a bench of Justices Vikram Nath and Justice Sandeep Mehta. Much to their dismay, however, after waiting for more than 4 decades, the court asked them to take their pleas to the High Court, citing the wider scope of powers under Article 226 of the Constitution. Advocate Varisha Farasat, appearing for the petitioners, urged the court to address the matter as this was seen as a chance to redress the grievances of a large group of people. The significant time gap of more than 4 decades was highlighted along with the hardships of the poverty-stricken families. Precedents were also cited in support of their arguments. However, the Supreme Court was not convinced and dismissed it as withdrawn. The plea of the petitioners sought for the setting up of a dedicated commission to reassess and enhance the extremely inappropriate compensation awarded to the victims' families. Their plea also included the prayer for housing, healthcare, and educational facilities in the Nellie region. A feeble attempt at transparency has seen 2 reports come up too: the unofficial retired Justice T.U. Mehta Commission report and the official Tiwari Commission report. The official Tiwari Commission was set up on July 14, 1983, but only got revealed 42 years later. What makes this even more frustrating is that, as per initial reported responses, the unofficial report of the Justice Mehta Commission presents contradictory conclusion when analyzed against the official version. As of now, their wait for justice continues as they keep knocking on doors of authorities to force them to look at their misery and address the violence that still oppresses their present. As someone rightly said, authority is brittle, oppression is the mask of fear. Thank you for watching LiveLaw, and if you're interested in consistent and credible coverage of courts from across the country, you can visit us on www.livelaw.in, or you can download the LiveLaw app for everything that is law.